Okay, this is the video going over the day 1A practice. We had to slow things down a little bit this week, so we put some easier problems up instead of moving on into problems that have distributed property. And this one doesn't even have combining like terms at the beginning, so it's slightly easier. All right, so I've already pre-written the problems. I know that they were very small and sometimes you can't tell if there's a negative or not. So if you're going over this and looking at your work, you can double check and see where your mistakes were. Also, it's a good idea if you're watching this video to pause it, write down these problems, try them out, and then maybe write down the first problem, pause it, and then play it to see if you worked it out correctly and got the correct answer. There is more than one way to do this, but I'm going to follow the checklist that we use. So draw your line down your equal sign. There's no distributive property or combining like terms, so now we're going to move our smallest variable term. That would be the negative 4x, so add 4x to both sides. Opposites cancel. Negative 2 plus 4x is 2x. Bring down your 1. Bring down your 9. Your variable term is to the left. Get rid of that constant. The opposite of plus 1 is minus 1. Opposites cancel. Bring down your 2x. 9 minus 1 is 8. Divide by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is x. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So x equals 4. All right, on number 2, draw your line. Move your smaller variable term. It's positive already, so we're subtracting it. Think of it as a negative, but it is subtraction. This cancels. Bring down your 1. 5 minus 4 is 1x. I'm not going to write the 1. I'm just going to write x. Minus 2. We need our variable term alone, so we're going to get rid of that constant of minus 2. We're going to add 2. These cancel. Bring down your x. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, the next problem, number 3. Draw your line. Your smallest variable term is over here. This is going to look a little uncomfortable at first because this is gone. What do we put? What means nothing? 0. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3x. Bring down the positive 3. Subtract 3 from both sides. These cancel. 0 minus 3 is just negative 3 equals 3x. Divide by 3 on both sides. That's 1x, so x. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Okay, on to number 4. Draw your line down your equal sign. Our smaller variable term is this negative 3x, so the same thing's going to happen. We're going to end up adding 3x. And these are going to cancel, but we have to hold this place open, so it's 0, 8x plus 8. Move the constant away from the variable. Running out of room here. Negative 8 equals 8x. Divide by 8. And then we have negative 1 equals x. Draw your line down your equal sign. Smaller variable term is negative. This is an understood 1. So add 1x to both sides. Make sure you're putting it under the correct terms. Opposites cancel. Bring down your 9. 4x and 1x is 5x. Minus 1 equals 9. Move your constant by adding 1 to both sides. These cancel. Bring down your 5x equals 10. Divide by 5. X equals 2. On the next one, draw your line down your equal sign. Negative 5x is smaller than 1x. Opposite of negative is a positive, so add 5x. Remember, there's an understood 1 here, so this becomes 6x minus 4. These canceled because it's 0. Bring down the whole thing. So now minus 28 becomes negative 28. Add 4. bring down your 6x. Negative 28 plus 4 is negative 24. Divide by 6. Those cancel. X equals negative 4. Okay. Number 7, draw your line. We're going to add the 5x because negative 5 is smaller than negative 2. Oops. These cancel. Put a 0 to hold it. Negative 2 plus 5 is positive 3. I'm not sure why I wrote that 6 there. I'm supposed to bring it down here. Ignore that. We need to get the variable term alone, so subtract 6 on both sides. Negative 6 equals 3x, divide by 3. Negative 2 equals x. Okay, and our last 3 problems here. For number 8, draw your line. Inverse operations. Well, first let's move our variable to one side. Negative 5 is smaller. Add 5x. Add 5x. Remember, we put the variable terms under each other. That cancels. We have to put 0 to hold its place, otherwise nothing is over there. 3 and 5 is 8. We're going to move 16 away from the variable term, so subtract it. These cancel. Negative 16 equals 8x. Divide by 8. Negative 2 equals x. This one, very similar. First step, add 5x. These cancel. 0. That's 7x minus 28. Move the 28 to the other side by adding it. These cancel. 28 equals 7x. Divide by 7 on both sides. Those cancel, and x equals 28 divided by 7 is 4. And our last one, draw your line. There's only one variable term, so we don't need to move it from sides. There's not a variable term over here. They're already on one side. So we're going to go ahead and move our constant away from the variable. We're going to subtract 2. This cancels. Bring down your 4x. 42 minus 2 is 40. Divide by 4 to get x isolated. X equals 10. And that's it for the day 1A practice, which we have finished up. We should have finished up Thursday.